Okay, this is a review of the Great Wall, done with the accent of a cross between Donald Trump and Matt Damon. So here's what's going on. I seen the Great Wall movie, and this is a great way to construct a wall to build to stop the immigrants who happen to be giant lizards from getting into your country. Now, okay, I've seen this Matt Damon movie. It's directed by the dude that directed Hero. I really can't pronounce any of the names, but we're gonna make all the jobs come back again by telling the Chinese filmmakers to do that. Because we're just gonna tell them to give us our jobs back. Yeah, it's gonna work. In this movie, it's set in the 800s or so, I guess. I don't know, because sometimes when I add up, what sometimes when I add up stuff like when I'm trying to add up my electoral votes, I for some reason think that I have more than anyone else ever did, which is ridiculous, of course. But I know this. But yeah. Anyway, so they had more than they ever did in the movie. So there's a connection there. It's like, okay, so 308 is somehow more than 388. I don't, for the other guy. Well, anyway, so I'm gonna make the China great again by having the war going on in the war with the lizards. Once we defeat the lizard queen, spoiler, then the lizard queen will be defeated. And then it will make China great again. Yes. But yes. So go watch the Great Wall movie with Matt Damon and watch him whitewashing his way through the adventures on the Wall of China as they fight the Mongolians from South Park, who happen to be lizards. Well, of course they're lizards, because it has to do with the Illuminati and the aliens and stuff. Lizards that apparently can be turned off by magnets. Turned off by magnets. They are not only lizard aliens in the movie, they are also fans of the Insane Clown Posse. Now, we could hire the Insane Clown Posse in our quest to build a wall, or send them as diplomatic envoys to Israel to talk to Benjamin Netanyahu, who I thought was the guy from Yahoo. I didn't know. His name is Yahoo. I figured, he's, and I didn't know he was snickering at me. Nope. But anyway, this is going to be topical but hilarious at the same time. I'm actually reviewing the movie, believe it or not. So, does it sound a bit like Chuck from the Bronx for a minute there? That doesn't make sense. Because back in the day, when Leo DiCaprio was in Gangs of New York, he just couldn't do the Irish accent either. And this guy, he can't do it either. So. Irish Gaelic accent goes all over the place in the movie. And his expert bow, that is primitive, it goes in the movie. Also, the Chinese in the 8th century apparently had sophisticated technologies we did not know about that couldn't have existed back then, but they do, because it's in the movie, right? So yeah, the Great Wall. I missed like 2 minutes of it as it started, and then they were out on the Great Wall. I'm assuming a lot of it was special effects and sets, because they weren't going to let them actually break one of the 7 wonders of the world, I don't think. And then damage it anyways, And they had a couple of characters that reminded me of certain chicken recipes in Chinese food restaurants there. So it was like, okay, I get it. We have General Chow's chicken. That's one guy. We got Sizu. We got Shin. Okay, that's a dynasty, I think. And then they got the other ones. They got some funny words, you know. Not you know. Just saying. Yes. So yes, is if the Great Wall was the wall in Mexico, it would be an excellent movie for Mr. Trump to constructing the wall. Instructional video. We're gonna put the guards up there in different colors so that bad guys can see them real clearly. We're gonna have the Emperor guy, this little sort of Gandhi-esque sort of Thailand kind of guy. He's gonna be mousy. He's gonna be all in gold, of course, because that's classy. Oh, it's a real classy palace, real classy. So yeah, he had a palace, and then. And yeah, so they capture one of the lizards after a battle, and they bring it to the emperor. And of course, all the other lizards home in on it, and they head right into the capital. So apparently, the wall wasn't very effective. But when we build the wall down south, we're going to build it. It's going to be the best wall ever. We're going to build it. But I think maybe we should hire these the people that built this movie to build it, because they talented. They can put up ramparts and things and shining ropes, and even invent balloon travel. Yeah, but most of them blew up, so only 3 of them got away. Spoiler. But yeah, balloon travel, and the protagonists, the 2 white guys, they're after the black powder, which I guess is gunpowder, and so they're NRA guys. They're after, which is good because they're giving votes. Yeah. But yes, the black powder. So after that. And his accent is going all over the place, but for some reason mine isn't. So so they got the ladies dressed in sort of bird outfits, and they're doing sort of acrobatics off the edge of the things with the ramparts pointing out and all that. And they got the other ones doing their things off the thing, the other ram things. You got guys firing trebuchets and things, which they wouldn't have yet, but they do. And everything's just sort of combined together to form this sort of... It's a fun, dumb movie, basically. It's just... it's fun and it don't... Yeah, check your brain at the door kind of movie. Reminded me of like the Wire Fu movies from back in the 2000s or so. Like Crouching Tiger or something. Hero or... Yeah, Hero. He directed Hero. And some of the other ones. Not to be confused with Heroes. That was a different show, I understand. Yeah. But yeah, yeah. So in other movies, he tends to do schlocky sort of fun action movies with... And recasting the Mongolians, greenwashing them into monsters from outer space is hilarious. And you know that the lizards is everywhere. I mean, Hillary, she was... no. But yeah, how do you know that the Donald is not actually a lizard? But yes, this is going to be a topical review, however... I am actually reviewing the movie. These things happened in the movie. And it was silly. And, yeah, so the general guy, spoilers, the general guy is eventually killed. It's in the trailer. And the girl replaces him. Now, that doesn't work. You can't have the... Yeah, if you're a Trump supporter, you can't have that happen. Yeah. Unless she's running a clothing line, then it's alright. Or as a husband, it's alright. Nordstrom's is being very bad. Yes. But they provided the clothing for the movie, so it was you gotta have armor for the movie to fight the lizards. Giant lizards. So it was like Jurassic Park meets Godzilla meets like the 13 Samurai movie. All that together. So yeah, yeah, you should go and see it in theaters, because that's one of them theater 3D movies you gotta go see. Reclining chair. The theater was all screwed up. Half of it was all torn up and stuff. They was renovating it. They're renovating the whole mall. And I saw the Great Mall, the Great Wall, at the Great Mall, the Great Wall. And I thought at first it was talking about the wall down in, down south. It was going to, it wasn't. I was kind of disappointed. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the Great Wall. Oh, make America great again. Oh my goodness. There actually was a review in there somewhere about this movie about the Great Wall of China. And it was, it was fun. It was a big dumb action picture. You'll see it in theaters. Rent it later on Blu-ray and watch it over and over again on your big screen. At a party, have it playing in the background, and laugh at how some of it doesn't make any historical sense. Yeah, so it's all good. But yeah. So the movie, and like the Damon character in the movie, accent going everywhere. Yeah, he just couldn't. I don't know why they chose to keep the takes where he did an accent, because it didn't work. And he sounded like three different people. He sounded like DiCaprio from Gangs of New York. It's weird, and yeah, it's just like, man. And the Chinese people, we don't know whether their accent was off because they're speaking in another language. But it seemed like every time he wanted to talk to them and be like, and be sort of roguish, he would lapse into. So when he was being diplomatic, he was just talking straight up like in English. But whenever he was doing something roguish, he would immediately lapse into that weird accent that on more than one occasion turned into a Boston accent and made him sound like he was from Good Will Hunting, which I thought was hilarious. Because I could just picture Will, the guy showing up going, "Oh, I don't like those apples, Will. Don't like them at all." But yeah, The Great Wall, it's fun. It's a fun, dumb movie. The critics are panning it too much. It's way more fun than Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad. It's so goofy that it's on a par with, in terms of goofiness, I would say the first Transformers movie, probably more or less. I don't know if I forgot anything about it, but yeah, the first Transformers movie. And I already did that with my Trump accent there, but which was more Chuck from the Bronx than Train, but a little bit of, it lapsed into a little bit of L.A. Beast there. He's from New Jersey. But yeah, a little Kevin Smith, but because he got the hat turned backward like Kevin Smith. So he's like, so yeah, so that was, yeah, go and see it in theaters. I didn't give away too much, it's in the trailer. It's a big dumb action picture where they fight lizard monsters. So if you like that kind of thing, the special effects are just fine. CG's just fine. It's not thrown off by anything that I could tell. Plenty of things are going on. There's a neat scene in the fog with the action. Very visually pretty. Very, very visually pretty. The critics are being really unfair to this movie, and because it's well, maybe they didn't get it, but yeah, it's just there for fun. It's got the sort of happy-go-daisy-go-lucky kind of thing of Crouching Tiger back in the day. It's like Hero was more serious, but it reminds me of Shaolin Soccer, some of those other movies, and Godzilla, of course, from Japan. But yeah, it has a lot of that kind of wink at you, like, yeah, we know this is completely bullshit. We're gonna do it anyways. And that's really cool. The critics at Rotten Tomatoes didn't like it. AV Club did. So I'll agree with AV Club. The Stoned Gremlins liked it. They recommended it. And there was really nothing even remotely offensive except for the Mongolians being turned into lizards from space. Apparently in their attempt to rewrite history, so to speak, but they're lizards from space. And the wall is somehow fortified like a late 13th century medieval like battlement castle thing, which it wouldn't be in the 8th century, but Okay, so yeah, that was fine. It was very pretty and colorful. The Ridden City and the capital, the other capital that was back then, done up to look like the other capital. It was very pretty. The stuff with the parts, and it was and the lady, the backstory of the lady who doesn't fall in love with the hero, which is funny, um, and not at all. And she's and it's basically Mulan if they did a Mulan movie with live action. So all they needed Matt Damon to do was to dress up like a girl just to throw it off. Nobody dressed up like a girl. It was a dude, but that would have been funny. Um, but yeah, it's the same idea. Go and fight the idea behind. Well, it's not the same idea. It's set in China and there's a girl hero. That's really the only similarity. And they didn't even reference the geishas from Japan. So yeah, they knew what they were doing. But yeah, go and see The Great Wall in theaters. It's a fun movie. It's silly. Let's see. Rotten Tomatoes give it a 39%, which is 1.5 stars, 2 stars. I would give it more than that. I would give it a solid 3 stars. And I would say, well, it's completely silly and wacky, and I would give it a 60%. So yeah, 3 stars, maybe 60, fresh rating. I would say 60 to 65%, maybe, somewhere around there. It certainly was not bad. It was way better than those dreary DC movies. Yeah, so yeah, go see it. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. And I didn't mind the Warcraft movie back in the day either, which it reminded me of as well. Which Red Letter Media never did a thing of. I hope they do this movie though, because they could tear it apart. I hope they do the Great Wall, but it was similar to the Warcraft movie. They just said, yeah, they're after the gunpowder, right? That's it. Yeah, yeah. Doesn't matter that the centuries are mixed up together. Sure, why not? Okay. But yeah, if they got it, they still couldn't make it. They still wouldn't know how they did it. Anyway, because they didn't have chemists back then. It would have been, but oh well. To mix in the salt, how you make gunpowder. You have the saltpeter and the other elements. I'm not going to tell you to make gunpowder. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to make America great again by this Chinese movie from China, which employed lots of people, actually, on both sides. Doing animation and stuff for it. There was nothing wrong with the animation. It was all good. So it was cool. Can't say any of the technically it's awesome. Technically, it's quite an achievement. Yeah, so quite an achievement. Anyway, so go and see it. It's cool. Yeah, go see it in theaters. I haven't given away too much, so you could just say minor spoilers. I won't give away the how they do. Although I will say that it is a similar ending to another monster movie from Independence Day 2. I will say that. It does have a similar ending to Independence Day 2. So if you've seen that schlocky movie, which was way, way crappier. It's awful. If you've seen that one, which was a big dumb action movie too, but yeah, which was better than Batman v Superman, but still not that good. So the dialogue in that one was awful. But yeah, Damon doing that accent, it just threw you off. He'd suddenly go, "Well, top of the morning to you," or he'll be like, "Oh, well, you see, we should put the arrows over here." And so what are you, Chuck E. Cheese now? Man. Stop with the accent. Because if you want to make America great again, you gotta get like an iron meteorite and punch it in the genitalia on a rock. Throw it at them or something. That didn't make sense. Okay, how about they take the there was no kung fu in it, really. There was wire work, but anyway, that was a joke from an early. This is going to be extremely topical a year from now. They'll be like, "What are you talking about?" Making fun of Trump, basically. and that idea, because sure, Ophi action picture with a white guy that doesn't seem to belong there. Yeah, there's a parallel there. Oh, but sure. Yeah, go. Oh.